What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, a while back we did a video about this car, red GT, that the owner basically got screwed from a shop, and did have a few people who were saying, oh, no, it's fake, whatever. Okay, well, here's the update on this car that I'm about to get into right now. We're going to basically go through everything that they found as they took the car apart and are slowly putting it back together. I promised an update on this car, so here it is. All right, y'all, so we are gonna head back here. Of course, the car's totally torn down, but Steve, if you would, just what did you find when you took this engine apart?
Well, the engine, the problem was it didn't have any oil pressure, right? And apparently they had two swings at doing the oil pressure in this motor, and neither time could they make it make any oil pressure. So what we found was this little galley plug is missing right here. So that'll do that.
Yeah, every time.
So I think really these guys didn't know what they were doing. The other thing was we found out it got sent to the dyno after they did their business the last time with no oil pressure sender on it.
Wow.
Right, there had been an oil pressure sender. They took that off, sent it to the dyno. We also found, you can't see it because it's on this tire, but these main caps are not even finger tight, this front one.
Wow.
So it was like, I don't know why they would have taken that apart. It's almost like they were trying to make the dyno guy blow it up. So yeah, so that's bad, and that's just part of the laundry list of stuff we found.
God bless. So there was no chance for the engine. Are these, what heads are these?
These are GT40X heads, which they painted them. I'm not sure. People don't typically do that.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure what they were going for there. But the owner of the car decided that we didn't really want to give this thing a third shot.
Yeah.
You know, do all the work to tear it all apart and put it all back together, and then take a risk that there was some other business wrong with this
Who knows what
engine.
Yeah.
So we just decided to get a different one.
Okay.
Instead.
Well, cool. Well, let's move on to the car. All right, guys. So getting back to the car.
They did. So I don't know if you remember previously, the Holley PCM was mounted in the front right by the turbo. Now it's under this seat.
Aha, very good.
Right, so it's under the seat and all the wiring's hid and it all looks really good, you know. Or you can't see it at all, so that's what looks really good.
Yeah.
You know, so normally when we do this, we like to gut out a lot of the factory wiring and stuff like that, but budget doesn't permit on this particular car. So, but we would be done with this car by now, but the owner wisely, I feel, decided he wanted to get a G-Force T5 because the car had a stock T5.
Yeah. 500
horse stock T5 is not going to work out very well. So he's got that, and that just showed up. So we're going to put that in. It's actually
right there.
Yep.
Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet.
Brand new deal. So on this, we found out all kinds of stuff. We had that giant bus bar here with like 14 positives on it. You know, we cleaned up a lot of the wiring. Almost all of the wiring that was run into the car was run straight off the battery. There were no fuses, no relays.
Oh my God.
Everything was just battery, hot terminal, to a non-grommeted hole in the firewall, to a switch or what have you, and then back out to the device like the line lock or what have you.
So an accident waiting to happen.
So this guy is probably lucky he didn't have any oil pressure, or he might have burned this thing to the ground.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so unfortunately I hope to have a lot more progress for this on you, but you know, we ran all the Holley's going to come out.
Nice. Yeah, you can see it right there.
Through the tunnel.
Very nice.
Really nice, you know, and you know, it'll be really nicely hidden and all that. We didn't hack up the firewall or any of that business. We're going to redo the charge pipe, you know, because it's got this goofy kink in it and all that sort of thing. So we're going to, hopefully next time you're around, we'll have this thing rocking and rolling.
Yeah. We will be back to see this thing on the dyno done right and making stupid power. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a new engine here. Let's talk about the new engine. All right, guys, so this is the new engine. Steve, what's kind of the lowdown on this one?
Okay, this is actually an engine. It's not a new engine. This is actually an engine that I worked on for a buddy of mine back in the day. It's an Explorer short block. It's a 40,000 mile Explorer short block.
Nice.
A lot of people are scared of the hyper pistons on these, but I'm here to tell you the machine quality on the hyper blocks is better than it is on the forged blocks. And I've made over 500 to the tire with these and never had a problem.
A lot. It's in the tune most of the time, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, as long as you're not detonating and you're not doing anything stupid, you know. I mean, they'll well hold past what you can split the block with. But then it's got a set of AFR 165s on it.
Nice.
It's got a very mild comp XE264 cam. It's got, you know, hardened push rods, Scorpion rockers, you know, ARP oil pump drive shaft, ARP head bolts. You know what I mean? It's all nice stuff done throughout, and then he got into it for a pretty economical price because you know it's got the stock short block.
Yeah, I mean you can put together an engine like this that makes really good power for, I mean, what, $2,500 roughly?
Right. Yeah.
Maybe a hair less depending on, you know, if you get a buddy deal or something like that. But
Right. And then, you know, it's like I mean, if you can find an Explorer short block with under 100,000 miles on it, I mean, the ones over 100 are fine too. But if you can find one with under 100,000 miles on it, it's going to cost you like $500-600.
Right.
You know, and then the heads on them are actually pretty decent. And, you know,
swap springs and
and then you're just, you know, you're good. You know, you can make over 300 tire with a cam, and it's and good tuning.
Yeah, obviously. And then of course we got now this is still the Master Power turbo that came with the On3 kit.
Yeah, the turbo kit came that way. You know, so he says there's some doubt as to whether the turbo is good, maybe due to the fact the motor didn't have any oil pressure, but we haven't been able to find anything wrong with it. So he says send it.
Roll with it
on it, you know, and see where we go. You know.
Definitely.
But,
so you know, in your estimation, what are you thinking? Around 500 tire?
Yeah, he says the goal is 450. I think we should very easily be able to beat that. I mean, this motor should make, you know, over 300 on the motor.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think we'll get there very easily. He just doesn't want to risk splitting it or anything like that. So
well, that's the cool thing too, is you can make this a completely safe, extremely fun street car, and pretty much, I mean, dead nuts reliable too, I would think.
Right. Yeah. The Holley's bulletproof. You know, he's got Holley injectors on there, and then, you know, it'll make turbo noises. It'll go fast, and it'll, you know, and he won't have a mint in it. You know.
Right.
So if he wants to, you know, put aside a little to step it up later, there's plenty of room for that.
And if you scatter the bottom end, I mean, you're not, you know, buying another billet crank and rods and, you know, stupid pistons. And
so, I mean, considering that this guy's only ever had like a 250 horsepower car before, I think this will be a good intro.
Yeah, he's in for a happy time when he gets this thing back.
Right.
All right, guys. So the car is really coming together. I mean, it's looking. I can't wait to see it done. What's the next steps? Is it ready to drop in, or?
Yeah, this next week here we're going to start doing. We're mocking up. We're seeing where the turbo kit can be improved.
Yeah.
You know, since we do fabrication and that sort of thing here, we're going to hopefully have it all in and going by the end of this week.
Nice.
So.
Very nice.
Assuming we don't run into any other snafus, but new trans, new motor.
Yeah.
Wiring is fixed. I don't think we'll have any problems. Famous last words.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be good from here.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be super fun, little street car right here.
We'll definitely let you know first thing when we get it.
Yep. We will have. I will have the final chapter for you guys, so you can kind of see it done. But if you did not catch the first video, the backstory on this car, go back and watch it. I'll have a link in the description. But you've really got to be careful when you use a shop to have your car worked on. Do your homework and, you know, save yourself a whole lot of money and a whole lot of issues for sure. All right, guys, so there is the update on the GT. Again, I'm gonna get back out here as soon as possible. Hopefully, you know, maybe see the car on the dyno, but I will definitely have an update for you in one form or another. But again, this car is gonna be super fun. I mean, this car is gonna make fantastic power, and you know, it's done right. It's gonna be reliable, and you know, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You know, fast cars are fun, unless you have to work on them every other day and they break every time you drive them. But again, y'all, the reason I did this video, the purpose of this is there are a lot of people that are into cars that are not, you know, experts in building them, And you know, so you have to rely on other people, you know, shops and stuff like that to build your car for you. And the moral of the story is be careful, do your homework, because it can get very, very, very expensive. Even something minor can turn into something very major and expensive, and you just don't want to do it. I promise you don't want to do it. So that is what is up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for more all kinds of stuff. There's no telling what I'm coming up with next. It'll be cool though, I promise you. All right, guys, later.